Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. Merry Christmas. It's just a couple of days away and I have a special for you today. I had told you in previous videos that I was going to upload a video for you. I did a special Christmas tree design for a friend of mine that her and her husband recently were able to get their dream home on the waterfront. And we have a little bit of a view of the inside of their house. I have a interview with my friend Fara and the process of uh, getting that home and how the Lord just blessed them with taking the right steps to get an affordable home with their dream view. And we've got a little interview with them, and then me decorating their Christmas tree in a nautical theme and their mantelpiece. So they could have their first Christmas in a special way with some uh, nautical Christmas decor. So I just wanted to bless this little video with you and just also bring some inspiration and hope to you because they necessarily weren't in a financial place to get a waterfront view. We live in the Pacific Northwest here, and real estate is very expensive, but they were able to get their dream. And they talk a little bit of our Fara talks a little bit about it in our interview of some of the steps they did, but it's really inspirational not to give up on some of your hopes and dreams. And sometimes the path that we go to get those dreams come true isn't the path that maybe we would have picked out or planned, but um, it just is a great story at this time of year. So I wanted to share that with you. So um, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos like this. And if you haven't already, check out some of my previous videos. I've done some Christmas cookies, and we've done plenty of cooking and how to do it yourself Christmas crafts. So anyway, without further ado, we will see you at the end. Hello, so welcome to my channel today. Today we are doing a Christmas decoration, and this is Fara Fox, my dear
Hi.
friend that I met here in Washington 4 years ago. And her husband Brian have a really interesting story of how this house came to be, and we'll show you in this video some different video panoramic type of shots of the wonderful waterfront property they have. So I'll give you a little bit of info on Fara, and don't mind my notebook because I just want to make sure I remember everything I wanted to ask you. So basically, how long have you and Brian been married?
It'll be 38 years on the 14th of December.
Wow, that's coming up pretty good. Yeah. And have you guys always lived here in the Pacific Northwest?
Brian grew up on the East Coast, and I grew up in Spokane, Washington, which is on the other side of the mountains,
Okay.
other side of the state. And then I came over here to go to college at Seattle Pacific University, and he went to the University of Washington, and then we met at church.
Oh, wow. So you pretty much like met, yeah, did you pretty much love at first sight or?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It really was.
Yeah.
We fell in love really fast.
Oh,
We
that's
were
really
so well
cool.
matched. Yep.
I think they are. So how many children do you have?
We have 4. The oldest is 33 and the youngest is 23.
Yep.
A boy and 3 girls.
Yeah. And I've met some of them and some of them I haven't, but they seem delightful and beautiful. I met your daughter Hope today, and she's a beautiful girl.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about, I know you're a homemaker now, but you also are a nutritionist.
Yes, I have a degree in foods and nutrition, and I worked at a school in the kitchen first, and then I had kids and became a homeschool mom and did that for 19 years. And then I went back to restaurants and worked in restaurants.
Okay, awesome.
As a prep cook and as a chef there.
And Fara has so graciously offered to come back on the program, and you come up with some really cool recipe plans for people that are say they can't cook at all or novice, right? You want us to tell us a little bit about that? Or
I volunteer at the local food bank, and one of the young ladies there said she couldn't cook, and I said, oh yes you can. So I gave her some ideas of just easy ways to put things together and come up with homemade meals.
I think that's going to be a great that's a great idea, you know, to help people, because it gives them that sense of accomplishment and achievement. It's like, yes, I can really.
And if you involve your kids in the cooking, then they like eating what they made.
Yeah.
And they're more likely to eat their meal.
That is true. That's a good one. So you're going to have to look forward to this next year. We'll have Fara on, and she can help us with some of those ideas. So let me see, what else would I wanted to ask you about you? Oh, so how long have you been in this house now?
We bought it last November and then started demolition and started the work on it. And then got it to the place we could move into it at the end of May. And so we moved into it at the end of May so we could sell the other house and have enough money to keep going. When we moved in, we didn't have interior doors or any trim on the doors and windows, and the kitchen was not done at all. And, and the water wasn't drinkable because the house had sat for so long that we needed to run the water through the pipes for a while for it to be drinkable.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So it's been a road, but it's so worth it.
Now, how long did you live at your other house?
25 years.
25 years. And what got you in the idea of this is time to move? You know, tell us a little bit about that journey. What, you know, about that process from going from where you were and then starting out, because you and Brian are getting closer to quote retirement age. So
we're empty nesters.
Okay.
So we didn't need our 5-bedroom house anymore. And so we looked for a 2 or 3 bedroom house that had a view, because I've wanted a view for 30 years. So we started looking and praying hard, and God did some miracles, and we were able to get this house.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it was exciting on our end as their friends too, to see, you know, just see your dreams come true. You know, we know what was in your hearts, you know, to really get a water view. And we were talking about too the fact that, you know, it took a real miracle, you know what I mean? Because when you think about, sometimes when you think of something you really want and it's by the waterfront, property is usually so crazy expensive, and you're like, okay, how am I ever going to do this? And you can ditch your dream. But you guys, what kept you going and motivated not to just give up on what was in your heart you desired?
It's kind of an adventure when you have a vision that's bigger than yourself, that you know you can't do by yourself, that you have to have God come through. There's no way we would have ended up with a house like this if God hadn't just put lots of different circumstances together to make it work. When we bought this house, the housing market was really slow. There was almost nobody through looking. The listing agent forgot to put pictures of the view with the house.
Oh,
so when you looked at the house pictures, you didn't see the view. It was just in the description. But I happened to notice. And then also we got an inspection and found out that almost everything needed to be replaced in the house.
That'll do it too sometimes.
Yep. So after the inspection, then we made an offer that was real low, but they needed to sell the house, so they took it. So that was really exciting.
Yeah. And then when you got in here too, and you realized there was so much stuff to be done, but you guys didn't give up. You kind of, I mean, outsiders looking in, I'm like, wow, I'm really impressed at, I'm impressed with God, and I'm impressed with you all, you know, how you've persevered through all, you know, some people might kind of want to throw in the towel, but you guys persevered, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful kitchen. We'll have to make sure we get some video footage of that. I didn't get that yet, but yeah.
Well, lots of it's used, and lots of it we got from OfferUp. All of the appliances are used, and the cabinets, and it's just we were able to make it come together. We had a great contractor.
Yep. So you found some good. The Lord led you into some really good deals to get discounts, but it wasn't. It's beautiful though. Everything is beautiful, and it's well done, full of taste. So let me see. I think that was pretty much what I. Well, no. What advice would you give to people that have a dream? Have a dream like that of owning, their kind of like dream house or dream. I mean, for you, it's even the dream view, really, of where you wanted to be. What advice would you give to?
I think the biggest thing is to stay flexible, because we originally wanted a mountain view, but when we started looking, realized that I was just really felt drawn to this area, because this is where my mom grew up, and I have family history in this area and relatives in the area, and just really started feeling drawn in this area, and then realized there's a lot of water views in this area. So then we started looking. The view was what was in my heart, and God provided that. But I think He had a different idea than I did at the beginning. So we just had to stay flexible and listen, really listen.
So that's your advice to future homeowners that want to get to their dream. Be flexible. It's not going to be all
exactly what you think.
Yeah.
But it could be even better.
Yeah. And this view is gorgeous. It's like I said to Fara, I'm like, I don't know how you could get anything done. I just want to sit here, and right now it's getting to be night, and I'll have my husband scan. You can see all the boats across. Did they call this the Sound or a bay? What do they call this?
This is an inlet.
Oh, an inlet.
But it's on the Puget Sound.
It's on the Puget Sound. But you can see all the ships lit up, and so pretty, so pretty. But thanks for letting me come into your home and decorate with you.
Thanks for doing so many awesome things. It's beautiful.
All right. I have to. All right, so now I'm gonna finish up putting on the lights. This tree is a pre-lit artificial tree, 7.5 feet, and we have some color lights, but just to give it a little more pizzazz, we're going ahead and putting these clear lights on there, and I'm trying out a new design, and it's basically you're doing it like a pie slice, a wedge, and you just go back and forth in the inner part of the tree, and it just gives it a little bit of more depth and just a little bit more pizzazz. Half of the tree, and then coming back and doing the other half. Kind of like the Christmas tree design. Oh, it's like a long, narrow triangle. All right. And you don't want to put these lights on the edge edges of the branches. Well, first of all, it's not going to give you that depth that you want in your lighting, but also you have less room for your ornaments. All right. And I'm just asking every branch. In this tree, the branches are pretty soft, so some trees are artificial trees are real prickly, and then you need gloves, but I don't need gloves for this. All right, I'm going down to the next branch. Kind of overlapping a little bit, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to make sure you get that light coverage in there. So when I'm done here, I know these lights, these strands that I have that I'm doing right now, there's 280 lights. And all right, I'm going down to the next branch. Kind of overlapping a little bit, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just want to make sure you get that light coverage in there. So when I'm done here, I know these lights, these strands that I have that I'm doing right now, there's 280 lights. And I can't remember how many feet long these cords are, so I'll let you know that. Let's see. Let's overlap these ones a little bit. Oh, this is from the other strand. All right. Well, this theme tree is a nautical, going to be a nautical. And we're using blues and greens and some golds. And this one has a few different, I think when we hook it to some of our cluster lights, it'll have a few different modes of like fading and flashing. Oh, we had a lot like left back here, so I'm gonna zigzag on these bottom ones so I don't have to get that far over to the front. So we have it nicely lit back here. So you could see that they got this great view I'm going to slip some up through here. So it feels like I had a lot more left on this side than I did on the first original side. So I must have covered more space than what I thought. That's all right. So at this end part, that won't be as easy to pull apart because I went all the way. I didn't keep to one side. But when you dismantle the tree, when you go to take the lights down, just have to remember where you left off. So, all right, so we've got that. I got to stand back and take a look. So it gives us a good lighting in the center of the tree. So then when we go to put the ornaments on, everything's gonna really sparkle. All right. So the next part we're gonna do is we're gonna put some pics in there, and that will give the tree a little interest, a little depth, and we'll put the tree topper down, and we're making progress. See you in a bit.
You need to be quiet now.
All right, we are back, and we changed to how our lighting was. I was doing the wedge pie slice back and forth in the back part of the tree, but we did not have enough cluster lights. We had, I think each strand was 360, right? And we had 2 of those, and then we had another strand of close to at least 300. And that wasn't enough lengthwise. So if you're going to do the cluster lights, which we still did do it, we put each strand together and we put it in the back of there and kind of zigzagged around. And then we have the pre-lit colored lights. And then we also have 2 strands of clear, warm, or white lights, the warm ones. So we've got some lights on here. I'll let you know at the end how many lights we have totally. But so that's what we did with that, and we are going to continue putting our tree together. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we're going to use these really cool turquoise picks to put on for our tree topper. We don't really have the ceilings. We don't have enough space for a star or something. But I thought when I knew we were doing a nautical tree, I thought these would be perfect. It goes with our color scheme. And then a 2 in the front, and then, or 1 on the front, and 1 on each side. I had this really cool gold pick that looked a little bit like gold seagrass, but that is going to be way too big, so we'll just use these. And then we'll use some gold poinsettias and stuff to, there we go. And then we'll just stretch them out a little bit. Let me stand back and take a look. Well, I don't like the middle one that much, so let me fix that. There we go. I like that better. All right, and then let's see what else we got in here that we can stick down in there. Try some gold poinsettias. There we go. I hear Jasper in the background. He's all decked out for for Christmas. He's got his green scarf on. All right, so that's good for our tree topper for now. I'll put this one up a little bit. All right, hon. All right, so next we're going to put the ribbon, and I chose the champagne gold and this see-through glittery green, and it's got some nice scrolls on there. So we're going to put that on the tree next. I'm going to make a loop here, and oh, that's right, I don't have the wire one, so I got to do this a little bit differently. I was thinking I had the wired one, so what I'm going to do, let's start up here. And we'll use part of the tree branch to grab hold of that. And we're just going to weave this in and out with some billowy loops. And we're going to kind of randomly go down the tree. Let's see, where do I want to start here, I guess. I'm going to find one of these branches that you can twist around it. You know what? Let's see, maybe I'll go down this way. Yeah. I'm going to go back into the tree and just take one of those wires or one of the branches and then just fluff it out a little bit. And then we're going to go out through the whole rest of the tree and do that, and then we'll come back and see where we're at. Sometimes you got to finagle with these to get them to fit the way you want it to, or hang the way you want it to. There, I like that. All right. Definitely need something interesting here. I think we need a, is this the bigger one? Or
no,
yeah,
that's the smaller one.
Yeah, I think we need a bigger one. Or like, where did I say? Right here, huh? Yeah. And I'm just finagling some of these branches. If you didn't notice, Fara, I put some pics in here to fill it out a little bit. There we go.
This one, there's a spot in there. Right
Okay.
there.
You can go ahead and. There we go. That didn't work quite right. There we go. Boy, I love these. I love these ones. They're so sparkly. Now, like right here, I guess. No, that's a no way. Oh, I lost my little pipe cleaner. Then next we'll get, I don't know if we want to do the shells or the lighthouses next. The shells are probably, some of them are bigger. There we go, there. If you want to keep them in there, you can. It's up to you. All right, so in here, excuse me. Okay. Oh, this I thought maybe we could put on the mantle if we needed to. Uh,
They're cute boxes.
aren't they?
Okay.
So there's lots of different shell ornaments.
Where did
And
you
then
get these?
these I made these years ago.
Where did you pick up the shells?
Good question. I don't remember. Oh, I feel like we should have like a sound of a foghorn or something.
The windows were open, you could hear the fairy horn.
Oh, that would be cool. These are tricky. I mean, even though some of them have some a little bit of red, that still it's not like a big,
Right.
big deal.
Why not put red and white stripes right in front?
Yeah, that's true. Mhm. All right, and then in a little bit we'll cut away while we're doing this, and then we'll come back and we'll show you the progress we've made. Oh. All right, so we made the progress of gotten a lot of our glass bulbs in there. Now we're going to put our bigger ornaments to fill in any holes, and then we're going to put our special ornaments on next. So here is a reflection. Oh, we got that lighting of all the lights in the inlet on the harbor, or on the water, I mean. Isn't that real pretty? And we'll go on to here. And of course, the reflection of the tree. That is so pretty. Back up a little bit. Yeah, I could look at that for hours. All right, so we're going to pan through the kitchen and see a beautiful job. Of course, you didn't see it before, but believe me, it's way different. But to the cabinets and the stove top, and let me get a good. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this. It's a mixture of the blues, grays, and whites. I don't even think the video does it justice, but another beautiful countertop. And we got the wall ovens and microwave. And some more counters. It's not a huge kitchen, but it's like a perfect size. And they've got it laid out so beautifully. Beautiful colors. Light blues, darker blues. And then you can see into our tree's coming along, slow but sure. And while I've got the camera, let me scan through. And like I said, we had these 3 picture windows, which you saw earlier when it was light out. And there's the mantle. And I wish I had taken the floor. They had redone all the floors, and they just look gorgeous. Oh yeah. Yep. And pretty stuff. So it looks so pretty in here. They've done an excellent job. All right, so back to decorating our Christmas tree. So here's the final decor. Here we have the clear lights, and I'll put it on in a moment with the colored lights so you can get an idea what. But let me get a close up. Did you get a close up of the tree already? Hon?
Not finished.
So I'll just scan through. We had a few glitches along the way with the lights, but all in all, we got resolved. So these lighthouses, these are actual replicas of lighthouses in New England and the eastern part of our country, north and south. So I've had these for a long time, and they're made out of glass. Then we have some homemade shell ornaments.
Yeah, she's not used to it.
And we have some sand dollars that I got here in the Pacific Northwest. And here's some more lighthouses. Sailboat, starfish. There was our tree topper. I would have loved to have that gold, like, so it was like a pampas seagrass. That would have been nice, but I just couldn't make that work. turned out real pretty. And here's a view. Yeah, you can turn the lights off. Oh, yeah, I want to show them the. So this is their gorgeous view. I know this isn't the best. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is their view. I could just sit here all night with a cup of tea. Oops. It is so beautiful. All right. There's the tree. Oh, it's so pretty. Let me just sit here for a second. Oh, the lights. I love the colors on there too. It's so pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to get up and I'll do the dining room. This is one of my favorite right here, this glass tree with the little stones on there. I just love that.
Just clean up. Just clean up.
Well, yes, but she has to do some work on it.
Oh, just a tiny bit to show
Yeah.
that it's done. Oh, I see. It did a little bit. It's kind of cycling through something.
Oh, it might be demo mode. Demo mode is they usually have where it goes through the various things you can do.
I'm trying to remember how I got all this stuff in. I'll get one last shot of our tree. So I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. This might have another ending, but I'm going to say Merry Christmas here anyway. So my friends, I hope that you were inspired by today's video with Fara and the waterfront view and the nautical Christmas tree and decorations. And I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thanks for tuning in with me. And we'll see you in 2024.